Hello, welcome back. Welcome back. I'm John, an old YouTuber. Yes, I'm ready to continue, but I forgot to get something to drink. Next is the Mercedes-Benz, the W03 there. But the W22 I had to delete because this PDF was in German, the German language, and I'm not going to record that for YouTube. I can understand a little bit German. I can read German because I'm from Denmark. I have German in my school, in the middle primary school. I can read a little bit German, but not the same level as my English. And not many on YouTube understand German if they're not from Germany. So I'm not going, I don't think this computer voice can read German. Maybe it can do that, I don't know, but I'm not doing that, so I'm not going to read about this W22. I have to get something to drink. Because every time I stop recording I prepare for next one, then I go to bathroom or check cell phone or email and I get something to drink, but I forgot that. So but they are way too old, they are too old and too rare. That probably they cost a lot of money. That's not just something you just buy for fun, like $10,000 or $20,000. Could be $100,000 or more. Because they only made a few thousand, they made less, 10,000. Some of this car they make only few hundreds. So, but this from the 17 or 18s they make many millions of the Mercedes in the 70s and 80s, so they not cost so much. But this is a real collector car, that's for collectors who have a lot of money.
Mercedes-Benz W03. Mercedes-Benz TYP 12/55 PS/TYP 300 W03. Mercedes-Benz 12 to 55 PS Pullman Limousine 1927 SID Front MB News 9 June 2013 14797089517.jpg. Mercedes-Benz W03 Overview Manufacturer Daimler-Benz AG, also called 1926-29 Mercedes-Benz 12/55 PS 1929-30 Mercedes-Benz 14/60 PS 1926-27 Mercedes-Benz W03 1927-29 Mercedes-Benz W04 1929-30 Mercedes-Benz W05 1926-28 Mercedes-Benz TIP 3001928-29 Mercedes-Benz TIP 3201929-30 Mercedes-Benz TIP 350 Production 1926-19304,432 Cars Assembly Stuttgart, German. Body and chassis body style torpedo-bodied Tourenwagen 4-door Pullman limousine. The Mercedes-Benz W03 was a large 6-cylinder engined automobile introduced as the Mercedes-Benz 12/55 PS and, initially, as the Mercedes-Benz TYP 300 by Daimler-Benz at the Berlin Motor Show in October 1926. It was developed in some haste under the manufacturer's technical director, Ferdinand Porsche, in parallel with the smaller Mercedes-Benz W01, which never progressed beyond the prototype stage, and the 2-liter engined Mercedes-Benz W02 following the creation of Daimler-Benz, formally in July 1926, from the fusion of Daimler and Benz and see Auto Businesses. 1. Contents. Naming conventions. Mercedes-Benz TYP 300, W03, 1926, 1927. Mercedes-Benz TYP 300, W04, 1927, 1928. Mercedes-Benz TYP 320, W04, 1928. Mercedes-Benz TYP 350, W05, 1929, 1930. Commercial. Sources and further reading. External links. Naming conventions. The manufacturer applied the widely followed German naming conventions of the time. On the Mercedes-Benz 12/55 PS, the 12 defined the car's tax horsepower, used by the authorities to determine the level of annual car tax to be imposed on car owners. The 55 defined the manufacturer's claims regarding cars' actual power output as defined in horsepower metric horsepower, PS, CV, HK Park, KS, CH. In Germany, tax horsepower, which had been defined by statute since 1906, was based on the dimensions of the cylinders in the engine. Unlike the systems used elsewhere in Europe, the German tax horsepower calculation took account both of the cylinder bore and of the cylinder stroke, and there was therefore a direct linear relationship between engine size and tax horsepower. Sedan/saloon. Various coach build body is applied by independent coach builders. Layout for layout powertrain engine 1926-27, 2968 ccm 03i6. 1927-28, 2994 ccm 04i6 1928-29. 3131 ccm 04i6 1929-30, 3444 ccm 09i6. Dimensions: wheelbase 3,430 mm, 135 in, length 4,650 mm, 183 in, width 1,760 mm, 69 in, height 1,920 mm, 76 in. Chronology: successor Mercedes-Benz W10. The model was upgraded in 1927 and effectively launched in 1929, benefiting from the attentions of Hans Nibel, who from January 1929, newly appointed as technical director, held sole responsibility for model development. 2. The 1927 upgrade saw the car receiving a new works number, the Mercedes-Benz 12/55 PS/TYP 300, W03, being replaced by the Mercedes-Benz 12/55 PS/TYP 300, W04. The 1929 relaunch was accompanied by further new works number and a modified name, reflecting the increased horsepower and greater cubic capacity of the enlarged engine introduced that year, now being named the Mercedes-Benz 14/60 PS/TYP 350, W05. In retrospect, the cars are frequently referred to by company works numbers as the Mercedes-Benz W03, Mercedes-Benz W04 and Mercedes-Benz W05. This minimizes the risk of confusion with other Mercedes-Benz models with names similar to Mercedes-Benz TYP 300. Mercedes-Benz TYP 300, W03, 1926-1927. The car was offered in bare chassis form for customers wishing to purchase a car body from an independent coach builder. Standard bodies from the manufacturer started with a torpedo-bodied touring wagon and included four-door Pullman limousine, sedan/saloon bodies. Bodies provided by specialist coach builders also included cabriolets and landaules. 3. The side valve 6-cylinder 2968cc engine delivered a maximum output of 55 PS, 40 kilowatts, 54 HP, at 3,500 RPM, which translated into a top speed of 100 km per hour, 62 miles per hour. Power was transmitted via a 4-speed manual transmission to the rear wheels, which were fixed to a rigid axle suspended from semi-elliptic left springs. The braking applied to all 4 wheels, mechanically controlled using rod linkages. 4, like its 2-liter contemporary, the Mercedes-Benz W02. The W03 failed to find as many customers as the manufacturer had hoped for, with just 205 cars sold in 1926, which was admittedly a particularly poor year for passenger car sales in Germany. 5. The W03 was very comfortable, but it was seen as too large and heavy. Just a few months after deliveries began, an upgraded model appeared in January 1927. Mercedes-Benz TYP 300, W04, 1927-1928. The upgrade in early 1927 involved a new model number, W04, although the wheelbase and gear ratios in the transmission were unchanged. The cylinder dimensions were slightly changed, giving rise to a small increase in total engine capacity to 2,994 cc. Claimed maximum output was unchanged at 55 PS, 40 kilowatt, 54 HP, but now at the lower engine speed of 3,200 RPM. At the back, however, the final drive ratio was changed from 5.41 to 4.81, and the listed top speed went up to 108 km per hour, 67 miles per hour. Although sales levels improved, the volumes continued to undershoot the manufacturer's expectations, and for 1928 the W04 received a further makeover. Mercedes-Benz TYP 320, W04, 1928. Having raised the final drive and the top speed for 1927, the manufacturer now moved to offer a choice of ratios, either reducing it back to 5.41 or raising it further to 5.81. The former ratio was described as the flatlands version, while the latter as the mountain version. At the same time, a small increase in the cylinder stroke accounted for an increase in overall engine capacity to 3,131 cc. Claimed maximum output was unchanged at 55 PS, 40 kilowatts, 54 HP, still at 3,200, although there was a measurable increase in torque. Claimed top speed came back down to 100 km per hour, 62 miles per hour, with the flatlands final drive ratio and 95 km forward/h, 59 miles per hour, with the back axle configured for mountainous areas. 6. Sales volumes continued to disappoint. The manufacturer addressed the matter with a further upgrade. Mercedes-Benz TYP 350, W05, 1929-1930. The engine was enlarged further, this time to 3,444 cc, and the car received a new works number becoming the Mercedes-Benz W05, as well as a new name in the marketplace, now being sold as the Mercedes-Benz 14/60 PS or as the Mercedes-Benz TYP 350. For the first time with this model, there was also an increase in listed maximum power, now quoted as at 60 PS, 44 kilowatts, 59 HP, still at 3,200. Gearbox ratios again remained unchanged, but the rear axle ratio was now reduced to 5.01, flatlands, version of 5.41, mountain. This gave rise to top speeds respectively of 103 km per hour, 64 miles per hour, and 100 km /h, 62 miles per hour. 7. No one had really expected the latest upgrade to lead to a dramatic improvement in sales. 1929 was the last full year for the W05 car, which was replaced by the W10 TYP Mannheim model, which would be built in a slightly shorter wheelbase. 8. Commercial. The six-cylinder sedan /saloon sector in which the Mercedes-Benz W03 /W04 /W05 competed was crowded at a time when the number of customers who were willing and able to spend around 10,000 marks on a car was limited. The car competed for customers with similarly sized, often significantly less expensive, models from established manufacturers, including Adler, Wanderer and Hawk, along with several smaller and more completely forgotten German automakers. German market growth in the late 1920s was increasingly focused on smaller cars, and Mercedes-Benz were far from alone in being disappointed with the volume as achieved in the six-cylinder class. Production volumes sad Smiley 9, 1926-27, TYP 300. W03 1018 cars 1927-29, TYP 300, W04 2485 cars 1928-29, TYP 320, W04 202 cars 1929-30, TYP 350. W05 727 cars. Sources and further reading. Werner Oswald, Mercedes-Benz person in Wagen.
Yes, you can see how much low numbers they have sold. So this kind of old car will be very expensive, like $1,000 and this. They probably cost many $100,000. That's the same book, Werner Oswald, but that's in German, this book. That was last edited 19 February, and there was mentioned even another car, the W. But we will split in 2 minutes, so I will just continue. I will search Wikipedia. Mercedes-Benz. No, they have the W02. That's for my YouTube. My title of YouTube.
Mercedes-Benz W03.
We have to search this. Insert there. But the video splits in 1.5 minutes. We not really have time. We got 1 minute. So, but let's mention a 0 number 2. The one there. 02 there. I will read this next time. But let's look. Text horsepower, we should maybe read about that. Could read about that just for fun, but not right now, because I'm getting too confusing. And the W10, this one they mentioned there, we got the W10. I think yes, I did read the W10 there. We did that. So let's next one. So is the W2. But I will go upload this. Yes, weather's super nice outside.